The following may contain language that is not suitable for all audiences.
It's time for the Low Fact Podcast.
Like I said, we need a manlier gong.
I don't think my intro is very good.
That's okay, nobody cares.
Okay. So, I want to talk. I'm a little bit obsessed with the Harry Potter movies. I don't know why, because I didn't really watch them when they came out, but in the last few years they play the Harry Potter movies quite a lot.
Don't you have a weird, inappropriate crush on Maggie Smith?
No, not Maggie Smith. On Hermione.
Oh, the redheaded kid? Is that the
No, not Ron Weasley. I'm talking about Emma What's-Her-Face.
Really?
Yeah, Hermione Granger.
Really?
The character of Hermione.
Okay.
She's now 30, so that's okay, I think.
Well, yeah, but
and she can't get a boyfriend, so if she's listening, hi.
There's probably something wrong with you.
What, if you can't get a boyfriend or a girlfriend?
If you're if you're a woman and you can't find a boyfriend or a girlfriend, then there's probably something wrong with you.
Maybe she's just waiting for me.
That's potential, but I think a lot of the psychological studies and stuff have shown if a guy can't...
Emma Watson. That's her name.
Yes, I already know. If a guy can't get someone, that's kind of par for the course.
Mm-hmm.
But if a chick can't get someone, that's right, I said chick. I'm being offensive. There's probably something wrong with you.
Wow. Or maybe it's the fame.
No, it's women have an easier time.
But it can't be easier if you're super famous, though.
Well...
I don't think fame... I think fame is probably overrated.
Well, yes, it is, but I think the fame adds an extra layer of what's the word I'm looking for? Paranoia. It adds extra layers of stuff that most people don't have to deal with.
So anyway, the topic is the feel-good philosophy of Harry Potter. And it's a continuing sort of ongoing theme in a lot of the movies that Harry Potter and his group are always trying to do good, and then they mess up, and yet everything always works out good for them, and then they get rewarded, and then they win. And I'm like...
Do you think people have taken this philosophy to heart in real life?
I think they have.
Well, then I would say that is the reason why the nation, the world is so jacked up.
And so my question is, did it start with Harry Potter?
Oh, no. I don't think it started with Harry Potter. I think Harry Potter just made it... I think people took it literally because, for many reasons, our educational system has gone to shit. So many things have gone to shit that it's just been a perfect storm for people to latch on to stupid philosophies and think that they're good. And then behave in such a way. Because, yes, I think demonstrating is childish.
Really?
Yeah.
Protesting?
Not protesting, demonstrating.
Okay. What's the difference?
Protesting is what these morons do right now.
Like stopping traffic and...
Stopping traffic, setting people's businesses on fire, looting.
Destroying statues.
I think that's kind of dumb.
And protesting...
That's a demonstration. A protest is where you sit there and say, oh yeah? You know what, Fox News? I'm not going to watch your channel anymore.
Okay. Huh. Well, one would think protesting would be more effective.
It is, but people would much rather demonstrate.
Because protesting's harder?
No, because demonstrate gives you a better feeling. This is my total assumption, but demonstrating gives you a better feeling, and then when other people do it with you, it's just kind of like you and your coffee shop idea.
Mm-hmm.
People just want to be out there with other people doing stuff together.
Right. But you can protest together as well.
Sure.
Like, you can get all your friends together and say, let's all not watch Fox News.
Yeah, but I think it was just... I don't think that happened, though. I think a bunch of people said, you know what, this is stupid. I'm not going to watch Fox News anymore.
Yeah, there wasn't like a meeting about it on Zoom.
Because, I think that all these demonstrations would not happen if people... because people sit there and say that our government, the current administration is fascist and all that. And from what I recall in history... or even in history of this country, when we weren't fascists or nobody considered us fascists, people let loose dogs and turned on water cannons on people.
Oh, yeah.
You know, in China, they essentially sent in tanks and
Yeah.
infantry
Yeah.
against, you know,
Students.
ostensibly students.
Um,
Or Africa, you know, South Africa. So, you know, when you call somebody a fascist and they don't do any of that stuff, I'm just sitting there going, I don't think it means what you think it means.
well, that's just the vogue in vogue, isn't it? Like throwing around these terms and accusing people of doing stuff that they're not doing.
Well, I think the in vogue thing is that thing that we've talked about. Yes, and to kind of expand on what you said, is the whole idea of making your opponent seem less like you, when in actuality everybody's pretty much
The thing that they accuse their opponent of being.
the same. You know, everybody wants to be equal, but nobody wants to be equal. But the only thing that we are equal in is our idiocy. We are all people. We have the same rights to exist as anybody else.
Excuse me.
And we have the same right to respect as anybody else, and that's about it.
What is going on outside?
I really don't care.
Some moron is on their horn.
Of course, that's a stupid statement I always say.
What is? Sorry about the sneezing.
Well, when people ask me stuff and I say I don't care, because that's not the question.
Do you care?
Right. If you said, hey, do you care about what's going on outside? And I said, no, that would be great.
I hate it when you say I don't care.
Well, but it's true. Generally, I don't care.
But that's not very productive.
Not caring?
Just to say, damn it. Just to say I don't care is not productive.
Is it less productive than I don't know?
I think I don't know is more productive.
Would you be happier if I said I don't know and I don't care?
No. No, I would not.
But to go on your thing, what were you saying?
Just the feel-good philosophy of Harry Potter, it seems like it's just... When I watch it, I'm like rooting for that. When I'm watching the movies, I'm like, oh my god, they overcame, everything worked out good, and they get rewarded, and I'm like, good show. But when you think about it, it's not fair.
It's fiction. It's a story.
But it's... Well, yeah, I know it. I'm aware that it's fiction. But at the same time, when you watch it, you have a sense of justice for Harry Potter and his crew. But it's kind of messed up.
Really? You have a sense of justice watching that? You watch people doing stuff that's really... That's dumb. They mess junk up. It still works out. And then they get a prize, and you think that's justice?
Yeah.
Dude, that's disturbing. That is probably the most disturbing thing that you said to me.
Well, I'm sorry.
Today.
I'm sorry.
Including you like Emma Watson.
Well, yeah, I like Emma Watson a lot, but...
And it's not disturbing that you like her because she's a child. I think it's
She's
disturbing.
not a child.
That's what I'm saying. That's not why it's disturbing.
Well, I realize it's just a movie, but then when I take a step back from it, I'm like, why would I think that that's justice? Like, that's kind of fucked up. Because really...
You're backtracking now because now that I've told you in no uncertain terms how messed up that is, you're like, let me finish.
Why do you think it's messed up?
Let me finish.
I mean, firstly, why do you think it's messed up?
Isn't justice right?
Yeah.
So it's right that you go out and do something, screw it all up,
But
it works out, and then you get a prize.
But they're trying to do right, though.
They're trying to do right.
The philosophy, I think, is because they're trying to do right, it works out. That's basically, I would say that's, in a nutshell, that's the philosophy of what happens in a lot of the Harry Potter movies.
That's cool, but I don't know that I would call that justice.
Maybe it's divine justice. Maybe it's like God or the universe is like, well, this person's trying to do right, so things are going to work out. I wish we had video right now. Dave's just like quizzical.
So if there's those people that think that there are too many people, and it's gonna bit a drain on the world.
Right.
So in trying to do right, I'm going to make everyone breathe argon gas.
Is it poisonous?
I have no idea.
Yeah, that's not right.
It's a noble gas, I know that much. Or I could be wrong about that too.
Argon's probably something that would kill you, I would think.
I think it's the same column as neon. But anyway, we're going off topic here. So your whole point is if you're trying to do right, then
But isn't it possible that if you're trying to do right, if it really is right,
it's more possible that you're trying to do right and it's really right and you end up being evil.
well, no, but God can tell what's in your heart.
Oh, we're not talking about God. We're talking about people.
Okay.
That's what people tell themselves.
But maybe it's fate.
Again, you're basically being a cheerleader for all the people that you call idiots and assholes.
Yeah. Well, that's because I tend towards that philosophy. As much as I try to deny it, I like that philosophy. I like the philosophy of things working out and the idea that
it's not. No, you like the philosophy of I'm trying to do right, so I can do whatever I want.
and things will work out.
No, it doesn't matter if they work out or not. Whatever you're trying to do right, so no matter what happens, you need to get a pass on. Not you in particular, but a person going down that philosophy. I think.
Yeah, maybe.
No, maybe about it. If you're trying to do right, you got good intentions in your heart, and you're trying to do right, so you need a pass. I'm trying to do right. I killed your kid. I'm trying to do right. I'm trying to do right. You know, I destroyed your rose bushes. They're just frickin' rose bushes. So I'm trying to do right.
Right.
And that escalates, right?
Yeah.
I'm trying to do right. I burned this guy's store and took all of his possessions. Who cares? I'm trying to do right. You didn't die. You can replace all your stuff. You got insurance.
Yeah.
I'm trying to do right.
Yeah.
I'm trying to do right. Let me throw a Molotov cocktail and burn that car. Oh, there were people sitting in that car? That's unfortunate, but man, I'm trying to do right, and they're evil because they're working for the system.
Well, it escalated in quite a lot in about 4 steps.
Well, it didn't escalate at all. I'm trying to do right. You need to give me a pass, period. Now, when I say that, you got this look on your face like, well, when you put it that way, it seems really unreasonable. but, you know, that's pretty easy to go, right?
Yeah.
I'm trying to do right, so y'all can go fuck yourselves.
Yeah, and there, you know what? There is a lot of that going on right now.
And
in this country.
I've just realized that this past week, I've been dropping a lot of F-bombs. I hope you've been telling people that there's going to be some foul language.
Yes, I've been adding your little thing at the beginning.
I think I'm going to stop using that F-bomb and just start saying freak.
Freaking?
Frack.
Fracking.
Non-swearing.
So you'd be like, motherfracker?
Yeah.
Frack you?
Dadgummit.
Doggone it.
That too.
All right.
That's the difference between being met at the airport by the drill instructor crew and then actually didn't actually get into Paris Island.
And Emma, if you're listening, reach out.
She can't see you raising your eyebrows suggestively.
She'd probably be disappointed by me though.
But don't you want the chance?
Yes.
To disappoint her?
I do.
to make it concrete?
I do absolutely want that chance.
Do you really? Do you think you're brave enough? Because you keep on telling me that you're a little bit chicken.
No, if I see her.
If you saw her and you had to make the move and...
I'm going to get to talk to her.
Really?
Yep. For sure.
Oh. It's a dare, Emma Watson.
She's not listening.
She is. She's just playing coy.
Yeah, she's like, who's that snuffly guy, old guy over there?
Well, she's British. She probably like that.
I'm kind of British.
Don't all the Brits like the pasty, sickly people?
I'm not pasty or sickly though.
Have you looked at the mirror? Just because your face is a little ruddy from being out in the sun, the rest of your body's covered up.
Oh, well, I'll get a tan before I met her.
You know. Just
actually, she's pretty pale.
So you guys might miss each other.
We can be pale together. We like hang out. Yeah.
All right, just stop this before I need to go hurl.